unbalanced force, correct?
Two
The
ways
force
of
can,
interaction of
yeah,
force.
yes. Force can act in different ways. Force can act in different ways. Who is your total? Correct. Everyone is present, I think, today, except Albert Jojo. All are present. Very good. Very good attention. Attendance you have. Okay. So, children, last class we have learned about unbalanced force. Okay, very good. Annette Ross, what do you mean by unbalanced force? Can you tell me? Unbalanced force.
If two forces act on a body in the same direction.
Okay. Shall we? This same force can act in opposite direction also?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it can act in the opposite direction. We only discuss about the one direction. So unbalanced force is the force which is making changes in the body. So that we have already learned in the previous classes, correct? So Ayan, can you repeat the effects of force for people those who are absent in previous classes? Effects of force. Force can change. Tell me, force can change. What are the
Force
things?
can change the direction,
Okay, very good.
shape,
Okay, very
size
good.
of an object.
Then, okay, then Pranav, you can tell me the rest of the changes. He said 3. You can say remaining 1.
Yes, ma'am. A force
Ah.
act on a body in the same direction. The net force.
Okay.
Is
No,
the
that is unbalanced force, my dear. I am asking you. Effects of force. That we. No, he knows it. Because already, what are the things you told? Who said first? Pranav.
Ayan.
Ayan. Repeat, Ayan. What are the things you told me? Because he did not listen.
Motion, shape,
Motion,
size.
Direction. Okay. And remaining one I wanted from you, Pranav. He said force can change motion, shape, size. What is the other effects?
main direction.
Very good. Direction. And what else?
Movements.
Motion. Very good. Motion. And then you
Position.
position. Very good.
Position.
One more point. One
It
more
can
thing.
make an object from move to rest.
Move to rest. And as well as
Move from
Moving object.
Can change the speed of an object.
okay, speed of an
They
object.
can change the shape.
Okay, so motion, position, speed, direction, shape, or size. So all this has been done when a body experience unbalanced force. That is, we are coming to that conclusion. Okay, what is the importance of learning unbalanced force? All these changes, it occurs only due to unbalanced force. So unbalanced force, last class we studied unbalanced force acting only in the same direction. Same direction like this. If there is 40 Newton here and it is 20 Newton, total unbalanced force or net force will be the addition of both
60.
because it is moving. So what we get total force is
60.
60 Newton.
60 Newton.
60 Newton. Yes. Now we are moving on to the unbalanced force in opposite direction. So you can see the slide over here. Unbalanced force acting in opposite direction combined by subtraction. Combined by subtraction. What do you mean by subtraction? I'll explain to you how it can come subtraction. See children, always in physics, we will use lot of mathematical logics in telling the motion, telling the direction. Suppose I am moving forward. All my forward movements, we always take it with the positive side. Okay, positive side. That I'll tell you because 9th you will be studying again that. But still, we require that for today. So I am going to repeat. All this physics, what you are learning, force, mass, length, weight, height. Okay, all these are known as physical quantities. So you will be studying this again in 9th standard. But here we need to have some understanding of this physical quantities. So all the physical quantity, all the values like length, mass, okay, everything. Why we are calling it as physical quantities? Because it can be measured. So anything which can be measured, anything which can be measured, we call them as physical quantities. Not our body structure or something. It is regarding about your mass, weight. So physical quantities, we can write the example, area, volume, all these are physical quantities. All this you have learned in maths also. Volume, then you have height, then we have length. So all these are very common thing we have learned in maths. Mass, then weight, etc. So all that, this everything can be measured. So any quantity, all these we call it as quantities. So any quantity which can be measured is known as physical quantity. Any quantity which can be measured is known as a physical quantity. This first chapter in physics in 9th is starting from this, okay, regarding the physical quantities. And these physical quantities are divided into two categories. For your knowledge, you can just write it down. Since we wanted to understand force better, so that's why. It is divided into two types of quantities. One is known as scalar quantity. First, these are the basic of physics, okay? One is known as scalar quantity, and second one is known as vector quantity.
And this year we have to study the scalar
This
quantity.
you have to study if you want to understand the force, okay? So only for you only understand what do you mean by scalar quantity, what do you mean by vector quantity. Clear? This is for your knowledge. Then only I can explain to you why it is subtraction and all. Okay. And scalar quantity means it has only value. Value, or we call it in physics, another word, magnitude. Okay. Value, or in physics, we call it magnitude. Value is from max, but magnitude, we call it in physics. For example, you can write mass of a boy. Mass of a boy, I wrote 40 kg. Mass of a boy. Mass of a boy, for example. EG. EG stands for example. Mass of a boy, 40 kg. So, what is the value of mass of that boy? What is the
40.
value or magnitude?
40 kg.
40 kg.
40 is magnitude, and what is kg?
Kilogram.
Kilogram. What you call for that? You have learned last class, no? You asked me what is that?
SI unit of it.
SI unit. System of International Units. In maths, we require only numbers. In maths, we require only numbers. But in physics, we require the unit with number. Okay. So mass is 40. It has no meaning. We have to say mass of a boy is 40 kg. So there is a meaning. 40 is its magnitude and kg is the SI unit. Got it? So this is how. So all these has only magnitude. Then we call them as scalar quantity. Okay. All this physical quantity has only magnitude. Then we call it as.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Now, what is the difference between mass and weight?
Mass and weight. I'll come to that point. You will understand that when I explain the vector quantity. Clear?
Okay, ma'am.
So I think scalar quantity is clear to you. Another example of scalar quantity, you can have area. Area of an object. In maths, we will say area of a table is a 40 square meter, or physics we call meter square. Okay, so it's a magnitude. It has only magnitude. Volume of water, 1000 liter. Yes, it is also is a scalar quantity. Area, volume, length. All these are scalar quantities.
Ma'am, you give an example, right? Area of an object. You didn't
Yeah.
complete that.
Okay, that I just said. You want, you can write. Area of a table is, area of a table, you can write down 40 square meter. You will say, max, you will write meter square. Okay, m square. M stands for meter and 2 is how much? Because area is length into breadth, no? So that's why we got meter square. Max, how do you find the area of a rectangle? By length into
L into B.
L into B.
Yes.
What is the SI unit of length?
Meter.
What is the SI unit of breadth? Breadth means that broad. How much is the width? What is the SI unit? How do you measure the breadth of a table?
Meter.
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 Because for that also you use the scale, correct? For length and
Yes.
breadth, you use the scale. So breadth also meter. So area means length into breadth in maths. So SI unit of length is meter. SI unit of breadth also meter. Now meter into meter. And what it become?
Meter square.
Now you
Meter
got
square.
it. Now you got it. Why it become meter square? Clear. Now, if you talk about volume, 5 centimeter cube, for example. Okay. The volume of a small cardboard box is 5 centimeter cube. What is the equation of a volume of a cube? Volume of a rectangle. Okay, this is area. What is the mathematical formula?
L into B into H.
L into B into H. Length into breadth into height. So what is the SI unit of length? Now here
Meter.
centimeter. Yeah. Now here centimeter I have given. Then you have to say centimeter. Here
Centimeter.
centimeter. Height also
Centimeter.
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 So all three you multiply. It become what?
Centimeter.
Centimeter cube.
Now you understood, children, how much importance is maths for physics? Okay, so you have to learn the maths well if you want to study physics. Okay, concept is a theory, but some problems like this, without the maths we cannot explain. So what I did, I have taken the mathematical formula and then we are applied the units. According to mathematical formula, we applied the units. So this is about scalar quantities. Is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Now we come to the next one is vector quantity. So I am going to rub this because otherwise you get confused with this. So I hope it's clear to you. Now we come to the point. Vector quantity. Vector quantity has both magnitude, write down like this. You put an arrow. If you are, it's a lecture note, no? So you can write anyway, any method. It's not so much neat also, no problem. For your understanding, has both magnitude and direction. There is the difference. Okay. In scalar quantity, we didn't say the direction, but when you say vector quantity, it will have the direction. So both has both magnitude and direction. For example, a man is pushing a car in forward direction. So if you want to say pushing, we have to specify in which direction the man is pushing the car. Clear? Otherwise, we don't know in which direction, how he moved. Clear? So, a man is pushing a car in forward direction. What is the physical quantity he applied here as a push? Which is the quantity?
Movement, force.
Force. Yes. So, from this, what we understand? Force is a vector quantity. Suppose he pushed the force with 100 Newton. So, 100 is the magnitude, Newton is SI unit, and how he pushed? He pushed in forward direction. And in physics, forward direction we indicate with the help of max as positive sign. So, we will write positive 50 Newton. So, usually we know in max we don't specify the positive. Clear? 7th standard you studied the rational numbers. In rational numbers you have learned addition, subtraction of negative, positive numbers. Correct? So, a man is pushing forward direction. If you take it, we take it as positive direction, we put positive. That's why we are calling vector quantity. Suppose man is pushing. Suppose man is pushing in backward direction. Just imagine he is pushing the car instead of forward, he is pushing the car in backward direction. You can write below this. Below this, what you have written here. Suppose man is pushing in backward direction with a force of, with the force. Just imagine he is pushing backward direction with the 150 Newton. Okay. So force is a vector quantity. So forward direction was positive. Now backward direction means it is just opposite of the positive. Now it become negative
Negative
150. Ah, you got it that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Negative 150 Newton. So first case he pushed forward. That is also unbalanced force. Second time also he pushed in backward direction. So that is also unbalanced force, but he pushed in opposite direction. So that is why it depends upon any of this quantity. You can take this as positive, no problem. You take 150 as positive, but 50 you should take it as negative. So usually in physics, forward movement always take it as mathematical positive. And yes,
Force equal to 100 Newton equal to positive 50 Newton. How come 50 Newton? How?
see, when he used plus 50 Newton, sorry, this is you write it as plus, sorry, it's a mistake I have written, plus 100 Newton. In my mind it was, so it was 100 Newton, so here it should be plus 100 Newton. Okay, is it that doubt? That is when I
Yes, ma'am.
wrote, I made a mistake. Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
So
ma'am.
plus 100 Newton minus 150 Newton. Okay. Yes. Another example like that. Suppose you are cycling. For example, Shane is cycling. He is cycling with the force of with the speed of about what I can say. How much, Shane, you will push cycle?
100 kilometer.
100 kilometer. That is kilometer,
Kilometer
is the
per hour.
distance. So you can say speed is that much. I don't think so. You cannot say 100 kilometer per hour. Okay, you take more than that. So I just give you 10 kilometer per hour. That is less. I'll take 10 kilometer per. You can say around how much you can.
30 kilometer per hour.
Yeah, 30 minutes. Just think about. 30 minutes, you cover 10 kilometers. That you can do, no problem. It's okay. 10 kilometers per 30 minutes. That means half an hour. Clear? And you are increasing your speed now. You increase the speed. Now you increase the speed 20 kilometers per 15 minutes. Yeah? So here what you did, your speed is increased. Then this will be positive. Okay? If you are
And
increasing the speed,
15 minutes, isn't it?
yeah, 15 minutes. So now what happened? 15 minutes you are covering more than before it you took 30 minutes to 10 kilometers. Now 50 minutes you are covering 20 kilometers. That means you are going for a cycle race. That's what you think. So now you are increase the speed. So we will take it this is as positive. Okay. We take it up. This is as positive. After that, he reduced the speed. Now he decreased the speed. Just think. Again 10 kilometer per 40 minutes. Now you see he's covering 10 kilometer 40 minutes he is taking. That means how slow he is moving
Very
now.
slow.
Yes, very slow. Now this you will take it as negative. Understood? So
Yes, ma'am.
increasing you take it positive,
Positive.
and decreasing we take it
Negative.
negative. So
Negative.
this is about the force. Increasing force become positive, decreasing force become negative. You got it? So this is
Yes,
the
ma'am.
difference between vector quantities and our scalar quantities. Okay? Okay, shall we go back again to the slide? It has moved, I think. I will just take the previous one. This is the navigation. Where it gone? Somewhere it's gone.
Now it's, it went upwards.
Too much. It went too much upwards. Not coming only.
You undo.
Okay, I will
It's more.
undo. Let me do undo. Where is undo? Come back, come back. Not coming. Okay, let me go to previous slide then. What was the previous slide? Okay, this is what we require. No? Oh, no. We require previous slide. Okay, do one thing. I will just close it.
You can make it smaller, right?
Yeah. Okay, I will draw it otherwise. We waste our time. We don't have much time. This is about third case. So what is the second one? Unbalanced force. Write the heading. You already have written. No. Unbalanced force in opposite direction. Unbalanced force in opposite direction. You can write like this.
Mama, yes, right.
Yeah. Yeah, those who have copied that, you follow that. Okay, you tell me what was here. I have drawn. Those who come.
F1. F1.
Arrow is opposite, no this side.
No, ma'am.
Oh, ma'am, the other side.
Side. Ma'am.
Arrow this side.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it like this? Or
No,
ma'am. No, ma'am.
no? Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
the arrow is in it.
It is inwards, ma'am. Inwards.
Okay. Who has drawn? Can you show that book for
Ma'am,
me?
last class.
Yeah, this down. Just now. Oh, this is the one. Yeah, F1 and F2. Okay. Fine. Because that one is went out. That's why that slide is moved out. I am not getting back. So this was the slide I showed you. Correct? Like this.
Yes, ma'am.
This
The
is
F1
F1.
and F2.
This is F2.
F2.
Did it have any numbers over there?
Then
No.
F
Okay.
plus
Okay, children. So now you have drawn it. F2 you draw around 100 Newton and F1 you draw. So this F2 can draw little more long arrow because arrow indicate this force is greater. And F1 you can draw as a small arrow. And here force is 50 Newton. Yeah. So you can see that here, just talk about one person. I can talk about the girls, Hessa and Lakshmi. So Hessa is pushing this wooden box with 50 Newton, and Lakshmi is pushing backward direction with 100 Newton. So in this case, which force is greater, my dear?
100 Newton.
Yes.
100
so you
Newton.
can write down F2 greater than F1. And what did I tell you? Now you apply the positive sign. Who will have the positive sign here?
100 Newton.
100
You
Newton.
write down
100 Newton.
no.
Negative
What I
50
tell
Newton.
you, we take it always forward. That is left to right. So for my slide, left to right is 50 Newton, right to left is 100 Newton. So I'm taking like that. Clear? Left to right means forward, right to left means 100.
Backward.
So for you, I don't know how it looks like your slide. So now net unbalanced force you can calculate. Net unbalanced force also addition. Don't forget, here also addition. But what the problem? Here you have one is positive, another one is negative. Got it? Okay. So in math, how do you do this addition? One is negative, one is positive. What do you do?
Subtract and give the sign of
give the sign of
Subtract and give the sign of the
greater
greater
number.
Same
number.
only. So now what is your answer?
Negative 50.
Negative 50.
Negative 50 Newton. Okay. Now you got it? Unbalanced
Yes,
force.
ma'am.
Here, this
Yes,
is how,
ma'am.
this is the same thing they are telling that if unbalanced force is acting in opposite direction, what will happen? There is subtraction. Actually, we are doing addition, but which force is greater? According to that, subtraction will come. Okay?
So
Suppose,
which is greater? That should be the positive one.
no, you have to say in this case, not like that. Look at the direction. It is up to you how to take. Suppose you take left to right as positive, then backward direction you should take negative. It's up to you. Okay. So
Okay, ma'am.
usually in physics, suppose you take 100 Newton as positive, then this will be negative. Then your answer is going to be plus 50 Newton. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
In this case, it become minus 50 Newton because I have taken 100 Newton. That's right to left. According to my slide, left to right is positive. Right to left, I take it as negative. Since 100 Newton is greater, 100 Newton is greater. When you do addition, it become a negative. Suppose 100 Newton is positive. We can do the both case. Suppose 100 Newton is positive and 50 Newton and negative 50 Newton. Okay. Applies on box. Then what is your net force? So you can write both. It's nothing, only thing, the sign will change. Minus 50 plus 100. So you are going to get now positive 50 Newton. Okay. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is about unbalanced force. Okay.
Ma'am, can you show the
So
slide again?
oh, okay, sorry. Because next teacher is waiting, that's all. Okay, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
But usually in physics, we always take forward motion, that is left to right, always take positive. So you also take one side only positive for all the problems, otherwise you get confused. So always you take forward direction as positive and backward direction as negative, whether this force is greater or small. Got that point? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Similarly, increasing or decreasing. Increasing you take positive, decreasing you take as a negative. It depends upon the direction. It's depend upon the direction. So when the situations come, in the wooden box, it is like that. But In some 9th standard, you will study little more detail about it. So you will come to know what is this increasing, decreasing. Clear?
Okay.
Okay, children. Shall I?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
ma'am.
So
Thank you,
don't
ma'am.
forget, we will
Thank
meeting only on next Monday. Study. Okay.